In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to build a dynamic calendar that updates with the month in Excel. Open Excel, and on the Start screen, click Blank Workbook. Once the sheet opens, go to cell B2 and type Year. Press Tab to move one cell to the right, then type 2026. Now click cell B3 and type Month. Press Tab again so you land in C3, and type 4 for the month number. Next, select cells C2 through C3. Right-click the selection and choose Format Cells. In the dialog box, click Number, then click OK. This makes sure Excel reads both of these entries as plain numbers. Now move to cell E2, just to the right of the inputs. Here, type the title formula shown on screen. Enter it carefully so Excel can build the month and year title from the values in C2 and C3. Then press Enter. The result in E2 should now read April 2026. Next, add the day headers across the top of the calendar. Click cell B5 and type Sun. Press Tab and type Mon. Press Tab again and type 2A. Keep moving across the row the same way. Type Wed, then Tab, type Thu, then Tab, type Fry, and finally Tab one more time and type Sat. You should now have all 7 weekday headers across cells B5 through H5. Now click cell B6, directly under the Sun header. This is where the dynamic calendar grid begins. Type the spill formula shown on screen. This formula generates the full calendar layout automatically based on the year and month values you entered earlier. Once the formula is entered, press Enter. You should now see a 6-row by 7-column grid spill out from B6 through H11. At this stage, the cells will probably show large serial date numbers, somewhere around the 46,000 range. That is expected. The grid is working, and the next formatting step will turn those into regular day numbers. Select the full range B6 through H11. Then press Ctrl+1 to open the Format Cells dialog. In the list on the left, click Custom. Go to the Type field, clear whatever is currently there, and type D, just the single letter D. Then click OK. The calendar should now display normal day numbers from 1 to 31, and you will also see leading or trailing dates from the surrounding months filling out the corners of the calendar. Now widen the calendar column so the layout has more room. Select columns B through H by clicking and dragging across the column headers. Right-click any one of the selected headers and choose Column Width. In the Width box, type 12, then click OK. Next, apply conditional formatting so dates outside the selected month appear faded. Select B6 through H1 a month again. Go to the Home tab. In the Styles group, click Conditional Formatting, then choose New Rule. In the Rule dialog, select Use a formula to determine which cells to format. In the Formula box, type the rule shown on screen. As you enter it, make sure B6 appears without $signs, and C3 appears with $signs on both the column and the row reference. That part matters because the rule needs the current cell to shift across the grid, while the month input stays fixed. After the formula is entered, click Format. Open the Font tab, then choose a light gray font color. Click OK to close the format settings, then click OK again to finish the rule. Dates that do not belong to the selected month should now appear faded compared with the main dates. Now test the calendar to confirm that everything updates dynamically. Click cell C3, which is the month input. Type 12, replacing the current value, then press Enter. The title in E2 should update to December 2026. The entire calendar grid should redraw for that month, and the grayed out dates should also shift automatically based on the new layout. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. At this point, the calendar is fully set up in the range B2 through H11. From now on, the only values you need to change are the year in C2 and the month number in C3. When those inputs change, the title updates, the calendar grid refreshes, and the out-of-month dates continue to fade automatically.